The only one that really didn't finish the game was Hogan with an ankle. Um, Obviously, we got to do the whole MRI evaluation, figure out where he's at. Didn't look good, but we'll kind of see what happens there. I mean, biggest thing is defense did a good job in the first half, kept it tight. I thought they did a really good job of keeping Kyler in the pocket and making it tough on him. They played good up front, you know, for a long time, and we couldn't play complementary football on offense. I mean, we had opportunities in the red zone, and we have a 3rd and 4th and 1. We get an interception, and we're not getting anything out of that, and that just it's too much for us to overcome. And then we get to 17-10, and then get them to 4th and 1, and then you know they convert and then end up scoring and put the game out of reach. So with that, whatever you guys got.
Adam, kind of just picture wise, where do you go from here at 0-5? How do you kind of keep this team together?
Yeah, I mean, we got to go back to work. We got to get, we got to learn from this film. We got to figure out a way to play, a full 60 minutes, and we need all three phases, playing well together. It's just like one side's playing well, the other side's not. Then we finally start getting something going, and then we fall apart on the other side, and just not giving ourselves a chance to be there in the end.
Adam, when a team goes for it on 4th and 1 from its own territory after you've just cut it to a touchdown, what is that a sign of there? I mean, it just seems like they had no respect that you guys even could.
Yeah, I mean, I think that with that quarterback and the skill players they have, there's so much on the table that you can go to. Kyler makes it very difficult when you basically are 3rd and 5 or less with him. All your run pass options are available, so you have to play a certain way on defense to take away everything, because you don't know what's coming. It could be zone read, it could just be a straight drop back, play action pass, gadget play. I mean, you got a lot of options. I mean, you got Hopkins out there who he's gonna give some attention there. So it's just they have a lot of options there, and they can cause a lot of problems.
Adam, you guys have in your 5 games this year, Adam, you guys have lost every one of them by two or more possessions. I mean, why have you had such a problem keeping these games close all the way through to the final whistle?
I mean, it's just we got to play a full 60 minutes. We got to play more competitive for 60 minutes. We're letting it get away, at a certain point in the game. I mean, those first 2 games, it's hard to even look at those, and I mean, those got away too early, and then these last 2, it's like we have an opportunity to swing the game, and we're not doing it.
How do you think Joe did?
I think there was a lot of good. I felt I'll be interested when we go back and watch it just to see how many drops we had. I felt like we had some completions early that could have got us going, and we either had a drop or something happened, whether it be a protection or a busted route. But I mean, I thought he did a pretty good job. I know there's going to be some throws that he wish he had back, or some decisions that he'd rather, probably would want to change. But I mean, it's hard to say without watching the film.
To the best of your knowledge, Adam, right now, where does Sam stand for the next game? Do you think he'll be ready to practice on Wednesday?
I'm not sure, Rich. I'll probably know more tomorrow.
Adam, on the 3rd and 1
what happened on the 3rd and 1 and the 4th and 1 down in the red zone?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to look at that to see exactly what happens, because it was hard to tell from the pictures exactly what the issue was. It looked like they had some kind of penetration to where it's we had to stop our feet and try to make a cut, and I don't know if we lost on a backside block when that happened. So I mean, I have to look at the film at what happened on both those. I really thought the 3rd and 1 I thought we were going to get, because usually anytime we've run the ball with Wesco, I mean, we've gotten a yard, and it just seemed like it was just we got stopped there. I don't know what happened exactly.
Adam, why hasn't the offense been able to find any kind of consistent rhythm? I mean, this is, I don't know, like I said, kind of 5 games. There's only been one time you've scored more than 17 points. Is it as simple as the guys who are out?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, hey, this is what it would be, you know, if those, you know, other guys are in there. I mean, it's hard to put it all on one group. I mean, I think we're having negative plays at the wrong time. You know, we can't put ourselves in 2nd and long, and then when we do get 3rd and 5 or less, we got to convert. You know, we're just not making it happen when we need to continue the drive.
Adam, at 0-5, with all the things that have taken place, where do you tell the Jet fan that there's hope at this point? I mean, where is the hope?
Well, I mean, if you watch these guys practice, you watch these guys how they go through the week and the effort and how these guys are trying to get all this stuff right and figure out a way to correct the mistakes that are made. And I mean, if you were there day in and day out and saw those guys how they practiced last week, you wouldn't know what our record was. You know, Wednesday and Thursday, those guys, they came out and it was max effort. I mean, they were flying around, they competed. They did, you know, the execution was really good. You know, it's Friday, not practicing Friday kind of, you know, took the wind out of our sails a little bit, you know, I mean, but I thought they did a good job Saturday when they came in and we kind of extended the day and, you know, try to make up for all that stuff, you know, through walkthroughs and going through the practice the day before. I mean, it just, you know, I guess it's just what I see at practice, the result, it just doesn't match up.
Take a couple more.
Adam, what happened on the delay of game after the interception? What happened there? And then the decision to make the challenge, what went into that?
Wait, I couldn't hear you the first.
The delay of game after the interception?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to talk to those guys and find out what exactly happened on the delay game.
Hey, Adam, are you at all frustrated? You sound a little exasperated.
Yeah, I mean, when you're 0-5, I mean, I'm watching these guys put the amount of time and effort and trying to do more and trying to get things fixed, and you know, go out there and you know we get to 17-10 and we end up losing the game, and it's frustrating for all those guys in there, you know, and you know we gotta come back to work tomorrow. We gotta pull together. We gotta watch the film. We gotta learn from it, and we got to go out and have a good week of practice and, you know, adjust with how things are and try to find a way to win a game.
It looked like at tight end you were trying to get you started off with Ryan Griffin and kind of phased out Herndon there for a little bit. Did you try to shake up the rotation because Chris hasn't been playing great?
I mean, we were playing both of them. I mean, I feel like we got 2 guys that are definitely worthy of being starters. Just, you know, we're trying to mix it up, and you know, I felt like we had a lot of good stuff to Chris, and there was going to be some good opportunities there, and you know, whether the ball didn't go to him or we didn't finish the play, I mean, there were some opportunities there. Adam,
I guess 2 quick questions. The one is obviously you guys, Herndon had another brutal drop today, and even on the catch he had it was a fumble. What's wrong with him? And then also, I know you guys talked a lot this offseason about getting Le'Veon involved a lot in the passing game. He had only 1 target today. I mean, why has that been a challenge to do?
Yeah, I think, you know, some of the stuff that we actually had, you know, for him, some of the things they were doing on defense, it wasn't ideal for some of the stuff that we had up for him. So I felt like we might have been releasing him, and you know, they were kind of getting the safety working down to him instead of the linebacker. I mean, we liked their linebackers and him, that matchup, but they were kind of using the safeties a little bit with him. So, you know, kind of saw that, probably got away from it a little bit. You know, that's just kind of the flow of the game. That's kind of how it felt.
And then with Herndon and the Herndon having another drop, and then obviously the fumble.
Yeah, I mean, that's a, you know, that's a tough one to explain because he's been so good. You know, when I've seen him at practice and in the few games that I've been with him, you know, last year when we were in the preseason, he never had any issues. And you know, I don't know, we just got to keep working with him and figure out what's going on to where we can get him rolling.